Welcome to another edition of Modern Dallas TV. I'm Jeff Levine with moderndallas.net. This week we visit a transformation of a ranch into a cool contemporary, visit Cris Worley Fine Art and talk to artist Rusty Scruby, and lastly we visit Blueprint, a cool space in Uptown featuring great furniture, art and accessories all in one. Stick around for the art scene, the calendar, and enjoy this edition of Modern Dallas TV. Modern Dallas Real Estate is here at 9026 McGraw in the Devonshire area. I'm here with Noe De Leon from Identity House Real Estate. Noe, this is a great home. It was originally a one-story ranch. You purchased it and you've pretty much kept the same integrity of the house, a single story. In most cases, people would just come in and level and build a brand new home. Why did you decide to go this route?
Well, with the neighborhoods in Dallas, I think keeping the integrity of the community is one of the most important things for Identity House. And the neighborhood really loves it because it keeps the look and the style within the community, but the inside is what's updated.
It's great. It's a beautiful home. There's a lot of unique features. One of them is obviously this divider. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this is a layered panel of wood, and it's been shaped this way. It's a great divider between the wide open spaces that we have in the home.
Are these typical residential? Or?
They are not. They're generally seen in hotels and restaurants throughout the country.
Wonderful. We're also here with Ernesto Miranda from the Walker Miranda studio. They were part of the design team. Tell us a little bit about this process and what your vision was for the project.
Well, originally we wanted to open up the entire house, basically a layered type of system. The way we design both on the commercial and residential is always taking you right from one place to the other. And so originally was, as you're walking in through the house, you're able to see some textured wall panels here on the fireplace. We've got the textured screens. That also takes you into the zebra wood in the kitchen, and then also the textured wall panel in the back credenza area, all the way over to the custom artwork that we've done in the very back of the house.
So the elements are tremendous for the home. Tell us a little bit about Walker Miranda.
Well, we are a commercial interior design firm originally. We just recently got started on the high-end residential side, I would say about 2.5 years ago. And it's just really exploded. You know, what we bring to the table is those unique commercial aspects that you don't necessarily see. A lot of hospitality and restaurant design work that we do, we bring into the residential market. And that's what I think makes the homes very, very unique.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a wonderful home. It's located in Devonshire area. It's on the market currently. You can get in touch with Noe De Leon at Identity House Real Estate. Or if you're looking for a modern, mid-century, modern, contemporary home, check out moderndallas.net. We have simply the finest moderns in Dallas. Experience LED at Lights Fantastic Pro, our sponsor on Modern Dallas TV. Lighting is changing at warp speed, and there's definitely an LED revolution going on. You'll see a curated selection of some of the coolest new LED fixtures from some of the best brands around the world. Visit their 12,000 square foot showroom minutes from the new Nebraska Furniture Mart in Louisville off the Sam Raven Tollway. Come see for yourself how lighting can enhance and change your next project. Modern Dallas Art this week is at Cris Worley Fine Art. I'm here with the artist, Rusty Scruby. This is his show. Rusty, thanks for coming out and chatting with us.
Sure. I want to show the work off.
So just so everyone knows, I am a big fan of Rusty's work. I love the concept. I love what you've created and the depth and just these cubes that create great pieces of art.
Thanks. I've been working with this structure, which I call Cube Network, for about 10 years. But it really started off with photo-based work, so I would do a lot of printing, and it's still all the cutting and weaving and the construction. But I really haven't been doing the drawing and painting like on this current work until this show. So this is new for me to merge what I started with actually about 15 years ago, or closer to 20. I was doing drawing and painting, so this is really, it's been a while to bring this kind of work into my current work.
So Obviously, this is a unique structure, and how do you actually come up with this idea?
Well, I grew up knitting, and the way the stitches, there's one long string, and it weaves back and forth, and it holds onto itself and creates this structure. That idea I've been tapping into with this kind of cube network work and with my other photo-based work, which is little facets of repeating image that I weave together, but they're all kind of like photo fabrics, or this now painting fabrics. And this is actually like three different, each tip here, if you follow how it connects, there's three different structures interwoven there, and that's why I call it cube network, because it's that merging of those.
So when I first saw your work, and as you said, it's photography based, what were the themes back then, and how did they evolve?
Well, I never saw myself as a photographer, so I actually started using old family photos. And my dad was an avid photographer. He had all the newest equipment. He ended up with great photos, so I had good collections to look through. And so I did that for about 10 years, and eventually took enough photos of my own and started developing needs for my photos, like to have certain abstract elements going on. And that's kind of what led me here to drawing and painting. I'm pointing over to some other work, but creating my own source material that could focus on those elements. It worked well within this kind of limited space.
So now you've evolved into paintings. You've actually, pointing down there to the actual originals that you work from. What was the impetus to get to this particular point that we're looking at now?
Well, actually, on a personal level, about a little over a year ago, a close friend of mine, James Wattrell, passed away. And me and my partner, Hampton, ended up moving into his old studio and are taking care of his things. And just that whole re-examination process made me start doing it with my own art. And so I really feel like I'm going back to some basics, back to my painting, back to black and white and simple mark making. And I feel like I'm entering a new chapter, kind of because of James and the new studio.
It's a great influence. It's great to see you evolving and growing, using the same process a little differently. So stop by, see this show at Cris Worley Fine Art. It's at 1845 Levy. It's up until March the 26th. Great show. Wonderful to see you. Thanks for being part of it.
Thanks for coming out.
Modern Dallas visits Blueprint, opened in 2010 by 5 designer friends in a former private residence that dates back to the 1920s in a historic Dallas neighborhood. Since this was our first visit to Blueprint, it was an experience walking through the large entry doors and feeling a calmness that permeated through the store, with well-curated settings of antiques, complemented with wonderful modern pieces and contemporary art. Some of our favorites are the brass and glass etagere, a couple of dining tables, one being a grey lacquered top with an amazing acrylic base, and the other a unique tree trunk base with a solid wood top. Walk through the settings and there are buffets, chairs, and acrylic and glass coffee tables, as well as a curated selection of art. They represent artists from around the world, and on March the 10th from 5 to 7 p.m. you can view new work from Phil Durst, Jean Jack, Kathy Lancaster, and Laurie Gelvin, who will all be in attendance. In addition, Blueprint has a wonderful collection of accessories, throws, and pillows, some with custom options. And if you need a gift for a modern Easter, they have a great selection of books, candles, and jewelry. Stop by Blueprint at 2707 Fairmount Street or visit their website at blueprintstore.com. To wrap up this edition of Modern Dallas TV on the art scene, all the galleries have shows up. Check the listings on our website at moderndallas.net on the arts page. On the calendar, March the 8th, Dallas Center for Architecture has a panel discussion Remaking the City at 6:30 p.m., moderated by architect Bob McFessel at the Dallas Center for Architecture. Interested in open houses? Check out our real estate pages for open houses on Saturdays and Sundays, as well as a wide variety of great topics covered by Todd Camplin on the art scene and Georgina Callan, just topics from Scandinavia design to style products to cocoon living. What a wonderful way to end this week. If you're in the market for a modern, mid-century modern, contemporary high-rise or loft, we simply have the finest moderns in Dallas. For this week, like every week, appreciate you being part of our show. We'll see you later.